What's up, losers?
What's up, you dumb sacks of shit?
If you got here this far, this was actually a social experiment to see how pathetic our attention spans can get.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, you're some idiot, dude.
You're a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're back. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Yeah, the witness account of Angel Star cross-examining. Here we go.
Something I always knew a day like this would come.
Oh, really? How's that? Hold it! How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim.
Ooh. Oh.
Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. To start, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Mr.
On my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah? Your boyfriend, huh?
Which one?
This boyfriend. He's the detective.
Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
That boyfriend. You have several?
Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join?
Yeah.
The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
That was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
But the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot. A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign.
You misread that. It's security sign.
Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I said something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
Noted.
You sensed something. So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like... how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
Wait, what? When you view a pumpkin chock... What is she talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Have you never seen a pumpkin that's chock full of seeds?
No, but what is it? It was like a feeling you get.
Yeah, man. Like, dude, when you open that top, when you like cut through the pumpkin, like you open it up and it's full of seeds. Oh my god, it's orgasmic.
Oh my god.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese.
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with the experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Then I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack.
I can agree with one of those.
Hard.
Yeah, but the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fire you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph! You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just... Whoa! Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Dang it. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
What this? Why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Crime photo! The moment of the crime as photographed as by Angel Star!
What the fuck?
I tried to do like an alien villain type thing.
I don't think I can do that. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. That is unmistakably Lana's guy. Okay. What
Your
is she
Honor, have you
wearing?
heard of deepfake?
What's she wearing?
Looks like a trench coat.
Why?
Detective Gumshoe's trench coat. Oh my god. It's not.
I already have a theory.
What?
I noticed an air vent.
There's a vent?
Yes. From the security, like, it's right in front of the security guard level. I think they... So I don't know how this plays in. She put on the trench coat, and the reason it's all dirty is because she traveled through the air duct with the trench coat on.
Those are some quite calculated dust prints.
Actually, it's scientific.
Okay. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Chief Prosecutor? The Chief Prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Tell me why? Well, I see the blade was about 4 inches long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, the person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes. Next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Mr.'s testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? This is it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that! Okay, so what are you gonna present?
Let's take a look here.
Yeah. Goodman's ID card. Investigator's ID card found at the prosecutor's office crime scene. Kid prosecutor's trophy was given to Edgeworth at the police department at the day of the murder. Edgeworth's knife is the murder weapon, usually in his toolbox. Traces of the victim's blood, there's no print on it. Pocket stub shows that Edgeworth entered the prosecutor's office log at 5:12. Blue Badger panel, work of art, designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumtube. Goodman's autopsy report, death due to a loss of blood. There's only one knife wound. Died within an hour and a half before. There was a memo in the college truck. It's a 67S12/2. It's written by Goodman. A cell phone property at Lana Sky. The last call was made to Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Just what the parking lot looks like. And the crime photo, Angel Star said this is the moment that the crime happened. The exact moment.
Alright.
On my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps when I finally honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, he thrust the pointing tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. And that's it.
So, there's no prints.
Yeah, there's no prints.
So that and if we look at the picture,
She's wearing gloves.
she's wearing gloves. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold up.
What? Speak out. Yeah, you might be right.
Well, no, I was just thinking, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to see if there's any sign of, like, a dominant hand. I mean, just because she's closing the trunk with her left hand doesn't mean that she couldn't have stabbed him with her right hand.
Well, she does have the cut on her right hand that she said she got when she stabbed.
Right, okay.
Goodman.
So, nothing there.
Yeah.
So,
and she says, Angel Star is saying that that picture was taken directly the moment of the crime, the exact moment it happened.
okay. And did she say a time?
No, but she's saying that's exactly the moment. Like, the picture was taken like immediately, like a second after the Detective Goodman died.
Okay, and okay, so she was on her way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Let's see if we have anything to show maybe what time that was.
I don't think we have anything.
No. Alright, check this. So she was on her way.
Yeah.
So she viewed it through this way.
Yeah, there was a chain link fence, but with that dotted line in, there's a chain link fence.
Right.
It's about like 6 feet up, so you could just climb over it, but you know, she couldn't get there immediately. Like I like what she said.
So if she's
She
trying to
couldn't
deliver
stop
to her
it.
boyfriend in the security room, why is she coming through this way?
Because she's a visitor. She's not. Because
So she has
a
to-
lot is only for prosecutors.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So then how does she get through? Is it like an elevator or a door or something?
There is a door. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But you think? Do you think that her delivering lunchboxes to her boyfriend is the most important part of that testimony?
No, I'm just trying to... That's definitely nothing. Through the wire fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you there's a chain link fence.
Right. So... The chain link wire fence... That's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
And
The evidence that shows
cut on
that
her
she
right
was
hand.
not holding a knife, or
Oh, right. Yeah, in the picture, she doesn't have a knife in her hand.
he does not now.
And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with the knife.
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirled lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph every time it makes me laugh. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is this guy not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph.
Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea? Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of the lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. Not sure I understand it, but, good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor's guy was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
But it was planned! The rubber gloves prove it.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves?
Maybe she was taking being a doctor. I don't know. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, he came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star.
This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
Okay, so okay, so there's one statement that was added. There's a statement that was added. So testimony.
Oh, did I just skip your line?
Oh no! This is like old. We're still on the first testimony. This is like the post testimony stuff. So there's a new statement. So what are you contradicting?
And I can only contradict that one.
I mean, you could contradict any one of them, but it's a new statement. But it was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
So, yeah, that's my thing. If it was planned, why wouldn't she get her own knife? Why would she go to the trouble of getting it from Edgeworth's toolbox? That's where my mind goes. Like,
okay, then be confident in your answers. If you're saying that the knife is what contradicts that, then present the knife. I'm like your dad.
Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. Knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon, a red car. It all belongs to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon! Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Good show, Mr. Wright. My sister is good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What?
Hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing?
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now?
Honest guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
Again and again, huh? Already a flaw.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I order the pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now examine the witness.
Easy money here.
Easy money, yeah? If you want to go immediately to the point and present the evidence, then you're welcome to.
Well, I need to get all the information I can.
Okay, and honestly, I intended to murder Detective Goodman.
You said that, but you haven't told us how you know.
That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie.
I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked.
Something's half-baked here, all right. And it's you.
Try not to confuse the witness. God damn it. Try to... God damn it.
You could have just said, trying to confuse the witness.
Defense.
Could have saved it.
No, it's the defense witness. Trying to confuse the defense witness. But not very quick on their feet. Yeah.
Damn.
No way I can save that. No. Why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Their actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there.
You have no proof that she didn't.
That's the dumbest argument.
Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts?
There was no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's phone. She might have written him a letter.
You idiot.
Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least.
In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office, where he was murdered.
I'm sure he had a reason to be there.
Wanted to go get murdered.
Witness? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day?
Sure, the chief prosecutor has a grudge against the victim.
What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside?
How am I supposed to know?
See? We agree there was a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree?
I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty.
This judge isn't very good with metaphors.
The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Why do you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. I Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and 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 again
And again and again. A human machine? That's a contradiction.
Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? But the self, Mr. Edgewood's sigh smells like citrus fruit. What's wrong with that? Is it creepy to smell people's breath?
You say again
Rude over here.
and again. How many times does she stab him exactly?
We often say, chop it to 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done?
How come she's getting mad at me?
But she was stabbed 40,000 times.
40,000-ish.
Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that.
Leave it at that. It's a murder case, people.
That's right. You can speak up if you have an objection, you know?
Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off.
Short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact.
I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer.
Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Alright, so are you contradicting?
Well,
Clearly,
it clearly states that it was one knife wound. He was stabbed once. It says
On
it right there. One knife wound. If you did it again, you're not going to get the exact same place, exact same motion every single time. Easy.
He is quite precise, actually.
You say she stabbed him again and again and again and again and again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprised. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
what do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
What about my objection? No one noticed?
Well, witness,
You got the crime scene set, right?
oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now, I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify!
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was.
A red muffler.
Yeah, it's like a scarf.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what a muffler is.
A red muffler?
I'm always asking fucking questions and making observations, and then they just say the same thing after.
I think that's a good thing. Yes, like a scarf. As chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose.
She's right. Miss Sky was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood?
Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib.
A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes.
Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. All of the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound.
Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony.
Mr. Wright, this is our chance.
Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her.
Yeah, okay, this one. Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Alright, so now what are you contradicting? There was a new statement.
I'll tell you what's contradicting me. In fact, I gotta piss like a Russian racehorse.
Oh.
So,
Too bad it's gonna be a 2-hour long episode.
no, it can't be. It
Alright,
can't
I
be.
guess-
We gotta wait till tomorrow.
I guess we'll end it here.
All right, make sure to like, dislike,
Dislike because
subscribe, hit that
because
bell,
Matt
leave a
has to
comment.
end the episode.
Please hate on my bladder.
I think it's like a thing. It's gotta be like some sort of disease.
Love you.
I
Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Gotta pee bad.